All right, guys, so we keep getting absolute horror stories from ICE. So here's one local news report that I have to share with you. Listen to what this ICE warden is guilty of doing. This is crazy.
Allegations of rampant sexual abuse of immigration detainees at an ICE facility here in Acadiana.
And those accusations are contained in this newly filed civil rights complaint with the U.S. Office of Homeland Security. Now, that misconduct reportedly taking place at the South Louisiana ICE Processing Center in Basile. The complaint outlines the sexual abuse of a woman and 3 transgender individuals during a 2-year period at the facility. The abuse allegedly occurred on a near daily basis at the hands of the assistant warden, prison officers, and other ICE employees. The complaint also contends that ICE tried to cover up sex abuse complaints and threatened retaliation against the 4 if they talked with investigators. The attorneys that filed the complaint are seeking to have the ICE facility in Basile closed.
That is insane. So, rampant sexual abuse and there were 3 trans inmates, detainees, who they made go into a forced labor program, which there's another word for that. Slavery. This is what these people do. And by the way, this is what happens when you view yourself as completely and utterly above the law. There was a story the other day. There was a video of an ICE agent shoving to the ground this woman who was distraught over the fact that her family was getting broken up. This guy offensively and aggressively shoves her to the ground. And there was word that she got fired. Okay, ready for this? A day later, she was brought back. She was rehired. Why? Because the right loves the cruelty. That's the point. So anytime I was shocked they even fired her at all for even a second. They fired him at all, but they brought him right back. And so this is what they do. So they realize we're above the law. Why do you think they cover their face? Because they know they're committing crimes. They know that under a future administration, there might be hell to pay. So cover your face. Make sure that you're anonymous when you're out there cracking skulls and going after liberals and going after legal immigrants and going after non-criminal immigrants. And this is what they do. But now, when you scratch a little beneath the surface, it's even worse than what you realize. It's even worse than what you see. There was the guy, the 80-year-old guy who owned a Van Nuys car wash, and they fucking assaulted that guy and arrested his legal immigrant workers. And now he's suing them for, I believe, $50 million. And this sort of stuff, guys, it is a criminal, lawless Gestapo organization. Another example of that for you here. So this story is absolutely crazy. ICE brutally detains a U.S. citizen just for filming, knocking her unconscious. And the rest of the story gets even darker. Watch this.
Witnesses tell us the woman was monitoring an immigration enforcement operation when she was detained and then taken to the hospital.
Let me go! Let me go!
Witness video from a Ladera Heights Home Depot this morning shows a woman screaming as she is detained by federal agents. At one point, she identifies herself as an American.
Let me go! I'm an American. I'm born here.
She is also heard pleading for someone to call her family and a lawyer, giving out her name.
My name is Rachel Simon. I'm an American. I was born here.
It's still unclear what led up to the confrontation. Witnesses say she is a member of Hill Network, a community immigration defense group, and that she was monitoring the area.
She goes there to protect day laborers at this twice a week. You know, she's there.
On social media, the group said a woman named Rachel S. was injured and detained by federal agents at that same Home Depot, and then was transported to Cedars-Sinai in Marina del Rey. Hours later, demonstrators gathered at the hospital, demanding answers. A statement from the hospital confirmed federal agents were present after being at a nearby business, but offered no details on why. The LAPD was also at the hospital. They say officers initially responded to reports of masked men, but once they saw they were federal agents, they backed off. Pedro, a day laborer who did not want to be identified, says he saw 5 SUVs arrive with about 20 federal agents, and that around 8 people were detained. His account echoes the concerns of community organizers who say operations like this have a devastating impact on families.
People need to know that these are real lives, that people have families, that they're destroying families.
We reached out to DHS to ask them about the operation. They acknowledge they received a request but have not given us a response yet. At this time, we don't know the condition of the woman. The group she is a part of, Hill Network, posted to social media that she has been released by ICE. It is unclear if she will face any charges.
This is just absolutely insane to me. This is absolutely insane. So understand something. This woman, American citizen, not breaking any laws. She gets detained because she was, looking out for immigrants and basically warning them about what ICE was doing. She gets detained. She gets assaulted. They take her to the hospital because they assaulted her. They wait with her there with their fucking faces covered because they know what they're doing is criminal. So the cops are called. The cops show up and see that these are masked men there. But when they learn they're federal agents, the cops back off. Then they take this woman after she's in the hospital because they assaulted her. They take her and they still arrest her and detain her and bring her back to, an ICE facility where she's held, knowing full well she's an American citizen and they just illegally assaulted her. This woman needs to sue the shit out of ICE because this is unfucking conscionable. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is just like that, the Van Nuys car wash owner we just talked about who got assaulted protecting his legal immigrant workers. He had to go to the fucking hospital. Understand something. What was it? 130 billion, 160 billion or something like that in the big bullshit bill, Trump and the Republicans just funded ICE. Well, let me tell you something. We need to make it so that fucking over 50% of that money is going directly to these innocent people who are harmed and assaulted by ICE. I mean, guys, if you are an American citizen and you can prove that you're an American citizen right then and there, and they still fucking arrest you, I'm sorry. That's fucking criminal, and the officer needs to be fucking fired and also locked up. Because where I'm from, that's abducting and kidnapping. That's what that is. So this is an American citizen. They have every legal right to be here, and they didn't break a single fucking law. All of that, and you still fucking detain them? You gotta be out of your damn mind. Fired and charged. Criminally charged. Lock them up. This is a rogue Gestapo regime. This is completely and utterly fucking unacceptable. And everybody should be talking about this. Everybody should realize who these people are and what they're doing. And when you look at the list of the shit that they've done, we're talking about mass kidnappings and abductions and human traffickings, no due process whatsoever, raiding schools and meat packing facilities and Home Depots and 7-Elevens and farms. They deported a 4-year-old American citizen with cancer without any medicine. They arrested a woman immediately after she gave birth from the hospital. This is who we're dealing with here. So, straight to jail, man. Like, I'm telling you, we need new Nuremberg trials. There's no way we can go on like this. There's no way. These people, if we don't hold these people accountable for what they've done, we don't hold Stephen Miller and Kristi Noem and Trump and all these rogue agents, we don't hold them accountable for what they've done. A lot of them are fucking deputized Proud Boys, by the way. Deputized far-right white nationalists. We don't hold them accountable, and we don't have a country anymore. We have an authoritarian hellhole that masquerades as a fake country. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.